A bill seeking to establish the National Assembly Budget and Research Office has scaled second reading on the floor of the Senate. The legislation, which provides the National Assembly with objective, timely, and nonpartisan analysis for economic and budget decisions, was sponsored by Deputy President of the Senate, Jibrin Barau. In a debate, the lawmakers argued that the bill, which has suffered rejection in previous assemblies over the last 20 years, remains critical in strengthening legislative efficiency and ensuring the budget passed by the executive is thoroughly scrutinized.
Has been around in the Senate now for over 20 years. Distinguished colleagues, it is an evolutionary trip of the National Assembly, the legislature here at this level, that we are witnessing. And this year, this session, the Senate should take every possible opportunity to get this bill passed and, of course, get Mr. President to assent to it. Like the previous speakers have said, this is one law when it comes back to us as a law signed by Mr. President that will enable the National Assembly, the legislature at the highest level in this country, to really answer the name a National Assembly that is empowered. Because there is more power in terms of approvals for expenditures in the National Assembly than probably any other power, the power or the purse. And if we have that power, we must use it properly and appropriately. How do we do that? We must base our decisions to approve financial requests or on issues of economy from position of knowledge, understanding, and enlightenment. And NABRO is that outfit, that institution that will give us that cutting edge power that we need.
The bill, however, did not get a smooth passage as Senator Adams Oshiomhole warned against the establishment of any agency when the federal government is trying to merge some existing ones. He said the bill will create additional financial burden on the federal government, especially at a time that the country is experiencing economic hardship.
The Nigerian people are unanimous, whether we agree with them or we don't, that the budget of the National Assembly is too heavy. You might agree with it, you don't agree with it, but politics is about perception. Just this week, Mr. President, the President of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, decided to scale down this on the basis of, collapse some agencies in order to reduce the cost of governance. Why the executive is doing that, regardless of what anybody will say, for us to rise from these chambers to say that we have created another new institution, I think on the face of it, we will be seen as expanding where the executive is reducing. Number two, I believe in research. There is no question. But in reality, in this environment, I do not see that independent.
But despite his appeal, the bill was passed and forwarded to the Senate Committee on Appropriation to report back in 4 weeks. In its concluding remarks, Deputy Senate President expressed hope that the President will give assent to the bill when eventually passed in the interest of democracy.
1999, there was a delegation from the National Assembly here, both Senate and the House, to the United States Congress, sponsored by NDI of US. We're there, it was then we were shown the Congressional Budget Office of the United States. And that office is a kind of a reservoir of the entire statistics, economic statistics of the United States. It gives all data you need about the entire economy of the United States, not even United States, but the world. They could be there. If you go to that office right now in the US, they will press a button if they want to know anything. If you want to know anything about Nigeria, they will tell you about the economy of Nigeria. They will tell you about the economy of Namibia. And they always give the Congress of the United States any information, every information they need. Not only the appropriation committee or the finance committee, but all the committees. You could go there and get information. And as we speak, whatever information we get from the executive arm of government. So what they tell us is what we use as a source of information. But when we have this office, we also have our own information, our reservoir information that can be used to check whatever is given to us by anybody, by any MDA. No ministry will come and tell you this is happening or that is happening. You check against your own data. So that will help the country, you know. And every member of the National Assembly can go in there and have whatever anybody wants in terms of data, in terms of statistics, in terms of information, or anybody. So it is a very important office, and we need to put that in place here in order to go with it.
If eventually passed, the bill is expected to run concurrently with the Budget Office of the Executive.